In this series, Break the Blocks, the second episode is Emotional Blocks. So, today we are going to look into emotional blocks. Emotional blocks are subconscious defense mechanisms that prevent us from experiencing and expressing our feelings. The inhibition of thought, speech, or other response due to extreme emotion, often associated with extreme fear. Being emotionally blocked means having an unhealthy relationship with your emotions. This can cause difficulties in expressing and understanding them and hinder clear thinking and action. Ignoring or avoiding emotions can make them more overwhelming, leading to confusion and possible outbursts. Emotional blockage can also result in anxiety and depression, impacting various areas of our lives such as work and relationship. So, how do these emotional blocks occur? Emotional blockages often arise from negative, traumatic, or stressful events that an individual is unprepared to handle. These events can include abuse, trauma, death of a loved one, relationship difficulties, changes in employment or lifestyle, and serious medical diagnosis. Emotional blockages can also occur in response to positive events such as pregnancy, promotions, or unexpected visits. In general, emotional blockages are a natural response to shocking events that require time to process and adjust to. So, in some cases, our minds activate an emotional blockage as a defense mechanism to shield us from the impact of a distressing event. This mechanism serves to prevent us from feeling the full extent of the emotion associated with the event, allowing us to continue with our daily lives and gradually come to terms with what has happened. This process allows us to process the negative situation at our own pace. An emotional blockage is a helpful mechanism that shields us from perceived danger. It allows individuals to adjust to reality and develop coping strategies. This mechanism also aids in preparing for future similar situations. Basically, the brain activates an emotional blockage during unforeseen events to protect itself from stress. This results in the activation of a cushion for an emotional pain. So let's look at the consequences of maintaining an emotional blockage for a longer than necessary time period. At the behavior level, alcohol, antidepressant, which would worsen the emotional situation, increased experience of negative emotions at extreme levels such as anger or resentment, devastating consequences on our self-esteem, limitation of our social skills, loss of social ties, separation from family and friends, etc. This is at the behavior level. What happens at the physical health level? Psychosomatic illnesses, physical pains, and digestive disorders. At a more extreme level, we find stomach ulcers, skin problems, asthma, and colitis, impairment of the immune system causing especially autoimmune diseases. So, what are the causes of emotional blocks? Signs of an emotional blockage include avoiding people or social situations, increased anxiety or stress before events, lack of motivation affecting different areas of life, heightened negative emotions, worrying about different areas, and difficulty making decisions. Majorly, it is due to past traumatic experiences, negative self talk and limiting beliefs, fear of change or fear of failure, anger issues. Let's look at a small example. Traumatic experience for a small boy. When a small boy was locked in a public toilet because the lock was broken, it may not seem like a big deal, but that child felt as though he would be trapped in the toilet for a lifetime. He started to panic and feel anxious, especially as he had to wait a while to be released. This little event was traumatic for that boy as a child. As the child grows, the emotional blockage he becomes claustrophobic and hence becomes emotionally blocked. How to identify emotional blocks? Emotional blocks are negative feelings that prevent you from moving forward. Identifying them by paying attention to your thoughts and emotions, and you have to overcome them with self-care, therapy, or talking to a trusted individual. Sit in a corner without any disturbance, close your eyes, and imagine the traumatic event as vividly as possible, as if you were reporting it to a newspaper. You're not part of the event, argument, or emotional turmoil. You are an observer viewing it from the perspective of your silent self. You can maintain a neutral viewpoint, unaffected by the intense emotions involved. Emotion is the combination of an idea and a physical sensation which are inseparable. We'll call it a feeling because we experience emotions in our bodies. To recall an emotional experience, focus on the physical sensation it brings up in your body, such as pressure in the chest, tightness in the gut, or pressure in the throat, or sweating, perspiring, anything. Physical discomfort indicates an imbalance in your physical, mental, or spiritual state. Your body is aware of this, and embracing this sensation can offer valuable insight to lead you to wholeness. Writing out your emotions on a paper from different perspectives can also be a helpful way to express and process painful experiences. Remember that any painful feelings you have are internal, happening within your body as you recall the experience. Even though nothing is happening in the present, your body reacts with muscle contractions and hormone secretion. The effects of the pain were always within you, even when the incident occurred. You can choose how to interpret and respond to an emotional turbulence, taking responsibility for your feelings. So, trying new things can help you find what works best for you. Singing, dancing, deep breathing, using essential oils, taking a long warm bath, and burning your written emotions can also be helpful ways to cope. If you could speak to the person involved in the painful incident, this is just for your imagination, what would you say? Remember that they weren't the real cause of your pain, it was your response. Share what happened without blame or seeking approval. You might want to express that you no longer intend to fall into similar situations. Whatever you say is up to you and will be right for you as long as you are aware of the steps taken in this exercise. So this is one way of releasing your emotional blockages. So how to unblock your emotional blocks? Express your emotion through movement. Another way of releasing your blockages are you can express your emotions through movement, like engaging in physical activity, even in small amounts, can improve your mood and release pent-up emotions. Jump, run, dance, or exercise to benefit both your physical and emotional well-being. You can go for cycling, you can go for long drives, whatever works best for you. Journaling can be a helpful tool to gain a deeper understanding of your emotions. Putting your thoughts and feelings on a paper might feel strange at first, but it can lead to a better acceptance of them. Give it a try and see if your emotions start to flow more freely. Let's look at the conclusion. Emotions are natural response of our physiological system to both internal and external situations or events. They affect our learning, motivation, behavior, and communication with others. All individuals experience emotions to varying degrees and in different ways. At birth, we possess innate emotions like joy, sadness, anger, and disgust, which form the basis of our emotional range. As we go through life, we expand this range to include emotions such as guilt, resentment, trust, and jealousy. Therefore, it is crucial to receive emotional education early on to learn how to effectively manage these emotions in diverse life. It is a defense mechanism of the brain that prevents normal emotional responses. It causes unpleasant feelings and hinders clear thinking and daily actions. Indicators of an emotional blockage may include confusion and difficulty expressing oneself. It's a common experience for everyone at some point in life and can affect specific areas such as work, friendship, family, or love. So with this, we have come to an end to this video. Thank you for learning with me.